Don't you guys just love crashing a revive party? Especially when you hit all three at once. So satisfying. But not as satisfying as this next part. Because this Eater thinks he's got me. Until... Pow! We turn the tables on him. And he has no idea what just happened. Plus Ultra, like he was about to change the world. He's looking at me here. I'm about to get stuck on the wall. He's plus Ultra, ready to unload his quirks, and he goes, I'm in charge. And that's when I say, do you feel in charge? And I have to give him the Bane special, which essentially is when you remind someone that the situation is not in their control, as it may initially seem. So yeah, definitely one of my favorite Deku betas from last season. So this was a game from the back end of last season. As I said in a previous video, we'll be going through some of these here and there, because of course a lot of good videos, good games, enjoyable games still left over for you to enjoy. But yeah, this one was a pretty fun one, but most of the action came towards the end. Also, Endeavor nerf was this morning as well. Very interesting, that too. So Endeavor, his gamma has been reduced, and his, surprisingly, I thought they was just gonna go after the gamma, but they also decreased the damage on his alpha. Now I don't know the specifics of this patch for Endeavor because I have not went and tested it or had a look at it, but at face value seems like a good change. Again, that gamma was absolutely outrageous, and of course the aim assist provided to his alpha made that also very dangerous. More dangerous than it should be. So here's hoping that they've finally balanced that guy, because I think he was one of the characters that kind of went under the radar for quite a while in terms of how strong he was and, you know, what you can get away with that character. There are some characters like that in this game, super busted, but people just don't really notice because I guess they're not as popular as others. But anyways, that's that taken care of, at least at face value. So we'll see how it turns out. But yeah, worthwhile lobby that we won here against some you know, some really good players. Again, if you watch the kill feed, you'd know. But yeah, just wanted to get this one in here for that wall bounce air beta. So nice. Love catching betas like that, especially because with Deku's air beta, it doesn't have the tracking that the ground one does. So any air beta that you hook, you've pretty much earned yourself. Whereas on the ground Deku betas, it will kind of like magnetically lock onto somebody and try to follow them, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, there you go, that's the first game out of the way. But the game you really came for from the thumbnail is coming right up. And straight into the second game with a bang. So this is going to be a fun one for you guys. It's going to build up, so it's not going to all happen at once, but towards the end it's gonna kick in. So here we just basically manhandled this Mr. Compress. He decided that this wasn't his kind of magic show, so he decided he wanted to leave. Looking for his assistant, no doubt. All good magicians have an assistant. I think he lost his. Unfortunately, no round of applause for you. But I heard the All Might coming, and that is when I knew, okay, this guy does have an assistant. And she isn't 5'2" and beautiful with long flowing brown hair. No. He's 7 foot tall, built like he's about to go for his IBF Pro card. And well, he carried him away to safety, and I am absolutely at this point gutted. I am furious. There's nothing more infuriating than having one of your, literally, how could I put it, certified downs taken away from you. But fair play to that All Might. He was a great teammate to his Mr. Compress, so I can't hate on that guy. He did a great job. Unfortunately, during the chase, when I was like Liam Neeson in Taken, you know, searching for his daughter, Silencio Nero went down, got taken out by a very good player who is playing as Ida in this game. Well, it looked like I think he got taken out by an Ida. And now at this point we're running defense because we're kind of, oh, nearly got him there. At this point we're kind of running defense because now there's only 2 of us. Don't know how many of them there are. Are there 2? Are there 3? But whenever one of your teammates go down, you know, okay, this is bad. Uh-oh. But at this point, we're still feeling pretty confident. You know, I've got Akuma with me. He's playing Mirio. I'm Strike Deku. We know what we're doing. I'm like, hey man, got some cards for you. And Darby's like, really? And I'm like, no, not you, buddy. Get the hell out of this building. Those cards aren't for you. And we take him down and we think we got it done. But no, we don't. Because that flipping Ida combo that they all love just comes out of nowhere. The 1, 2, 3 special. And he wants more. He came after it again. He's like, I was promised more from you. And I said, I didn't promise you nothing. So after 1 or 2 hits, got him to back off. That's the thing with Idas. Sometimes you can get them to back off. You just need to hit them once or twice and then they'll think about it. They'll go, I guess I don't really want to kill you. And then at that point, you can breathe for a bit. But then there are some Idas, they won't let you go no matter what. No matter what, they want to make this, you know, look like a kick-based homicide. With you being the victim, of course. But thankfully we managed to scare him off. For now. But he went straight over to my other teammate. So this dude is kicking everybody. Absolutely no chill on that leg work. If you told me he was getting paid by the kick, I'd believe it. That Mr. Compress comes back. He's like, I've been waiting years to see you again. I've been waiting years to see you again. I'm like, it's only been 2 minutes, man. Give me a break. I'm trying to resurrect Mount Lady over here. You can come show me a card trick later. But yeah, very tough lobby, very strong lobby. As you can see, people not willing to go down easy. Very willing to try and take you down easy. Now at this point, me and Mirio have been separated because Mirio's went to go get cards. At this point, I was thinking maybe I should go be next to him. But there was a lot of people between me and him. And what I realized at this moment was, even though he's on his own over there, he is reliably getting resurrection cards, which means he is not being threatened. He feels safe enough to go and help civilians. So I was thinking if I run over there to him, I'm definitely going to get spotted on the way. And then I'm going to take people to him, which is not going to be good for our cause, you know, trying to resurrect with the cards. So now that he's done, that's when I start to make my way around to him. Catch an All Might slip in. 1,000 damage so far. 1,500 damage so far without a KO or assist. But that will change soon, right? Of course it will. In the meantime, this derby is done for. Or is he? Because that stupid little building kept him safe. And I don't know why, and I can't prove it in this very moment. But I have a feeling that if anybody else did some sort of ground attack outside of that box and I was in there, it probably would have hit me. So at this point, we turn into Curious George, hanging out in the tree. We need a breather. Our teammates are down. All of our resurrection cards that we worked for are gone. It is not looking nice. This has not turned out well for Team Deku and Mirio and Mount Lady. But like I said, this is all building up. It was at this point that I said, fuck that. I am... All for One is problematic alone. A Strike Derby is problematic alone. Both put together in one body. Any sane person on the planet is not looking to be dealing with that craziness. So immediately, I'm back in my tree. Like a depressed monkey, I'm back in my tree. I'm like, well, I guess there is no room for me in this lobby right now. See, this is the thing. Sometimes you just need to say, hey, it's not my moment right now. I need to wait for my moment. And that's what I was doing. 2,000 damage without a KO or an assist. And this is when I spot my moment. The golden box. I am that guy. I'm gonna get this. This is all me. Until it becomes all me and Bakugo. Like most rapid Bakugos, they feel they have a God-given right to be anywhere and everywhere at the same time, which just so happens to include this spot right here. So I have to try and beat him away, because these Bakugos, they won't leave you alone until you give them a really good reason to. So I'm thinking about going, but it's just a ploy. Because I'm thinking, let me get some good leverage, make him think I'm gone. Once he thinks I'm gone, I get 2 free shots on him, and that completely backs him up. The Eater is back for more fun. I hit him once, and now at this point I'm thinking, everyone that knows about this spot right here and knows what I'm trying to do has either been put to low health or been hit, and that means they're not going to want to come back. At least that's what I was thinking, until I start getting hit by blue flames, and then I'm fighting, and I'm thinking, hey, don't you pick that card up. That is what I came here for, completely and utterly, and he was about to pick it up. So what did I do? I spammed him with attacks to make sure that while he was taking damage, he couldn't pick that card up, and I was the one who got it instead. And this is the story of how I became the #1 hero who resurrected both of his friends. Back in the game. Feels good to have friends again. Feels good to have friends again. I did put, you know, one of these shields down for them, but these guys were too set, man. They had revenge on their mind. They wanted to go get their get-backs. Super dangerous. Strike Derby out of the game. Ironically, by the awful one who had the Strike Derby moveset. Probably hit him by surprise, I can imagine that. I can imagine that Strike Derby did not expect Strike Derby stuff to come back at him, unfortunately. Safari outfit. Bakugo out of the game, so that's one more rapid character gone. But again, as you can see, this is a very intense circle. Positioning, timing, opportunity, all of that is key right now. Targeting, you gotta be very, very methodical in circles like this. Because as you can see, when you have good positioning, people come to you without even knowing it. You don't need to go to people, they come to you. Just by getting into advantageous positions, doors open. You don't have to go open those doors yourself. You go somewhere and then the door opens. It's like at a supermarket, the doors they open on their own. You just gotta turn up. So that's the good thing about having good positioning in this game. It opens doors for you. Unless a Strike Derby shows up and grabs you. Every single time that move hits me, man. Every single time I just want to scream out through the mic so they can hear me. Get off of me! You know what I'm saying? That flipping move, man. At that point, I felt like I had to activate Plus Ultra because there are some moves in this game, once you get hit by the start of it, you don't know when the damage is going to end. You know what I mean? Like 1 minute, I got full health, as you know, that first initial pit hits you, and then before you know it, the bar is red and you're laying down on your face, crawling around. You know, like you just had a bad night out. With too much drugs and alcohol. So I'm thinking, hey, let me just Plus Ultra. So again, back to good positioning, standing in areas that I know work for me. This damn problematic Eater does his greatness yet again. Gets his whole team back in. What I did earlier, he did now, this dude. So I'm thinking, hey, I got a great plan. Let me get my shields back, and then we'll be good to go. Oh my god. And it was at this moment where my brain said to my hands, what did you do? I didn't do anything, I promise it. What did you do? I thought I ruined it for all of us at this point. You know when you just prematurely roll? Premature roll your location? You know, it was just, I was too eager to get back in there. I rolled too early, completely put myself in trouble. Then that goddamn compress was like, remember me? I'm like, of course I remember you. And then he's trying to get me out. Crazy. You know, when that happened, you know, like in scenes in movies where parents are fighting, things are falling off the shelf, there's a baby crying in the background. That's what was mentally going on inside of my head when I rolled out from the zone without getting the shield off, and then I started being attacked by the compress. I was in dire straits. So I was like, you are not getting a happy drink if I didn't get a happy drink earlier. Happy hour, it is not. I am the sea wolf. Welcome to land. And this guy, he just doesn't gonna give up. I'm like, F you, man. You know what? I finally had enough of you. I swear to God, every time I see that kick, it actually pisses me off. This Ida said, if there's one thing I'm gonna do in life before I die, is kick you in the fucking head. I'm telling you, it's almost as if the game gave him for that specific moment an extra 2 meters on his beta range. Because he pushed through life and death to go and get that kick off. And now I'm screwed in such a bad position. I'm like, oh my goodness. I got like no health. This Darby's on me. He's like, I want to get you. And I'm like, you know what? Fucking have me then. I'm like, you want this? Come get it. And then I start taking the hill. I'm like, this is a great position. But for some reason, I stopped. I think I must have heard something. So I stopped. And then I got caught in this absolutely tremendously bad position. Nearly got out of it. I used the gamma to go right over the blue circle without being touched. But he got me on the landing. But thankfully, I had done enough up until that point of the game for my team to give me a hand this time. What I gave came back around and was given to me. I was crawling in that zone like, I want to live. I want to see another day. And thankfully, we did get to see another day. So there you have it. Fantastic game in a fantastic lobby against fantastic players. And yeah, very, very, very fun match. Great clutch, great holding out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one. Os! And last game of the video. We had some intense games for the first and the second. But I know you guys, you like those high KO games as well. So don't worry, I'll give you those high KO games too. For me personally, I prefer the games that are really close, intense, end circles. I prefer those over high KO games when you're just better than the rest of the lobby and you know it, and then you're showing everybody, you know, that is the case. Those games are fun as well, but I don't really like them as much. But I know you guys enjoy those high KO games, high KA. So here, we'll throw one at the end for you to enjoy. In this game with Palpy Moon and Tyrex Slim Shady. Running around with those speedy Gonzalez legs. His legs move really fast. Look at those strides. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog. Makes me think of a green Sonic the Hedgehog now. I think that could be kind of cool. They should make a character like that. He's like Sonic, but green. Specifically the Deku green. Yeah, always got to show respect to a Bakugo wearing the school outfit uniform. That is truly his best outfit. Truly his best outfit. Whenever I see another Strike Deku, it's, you know, it's on. It's on. Like, I never want to let them, because I know what they want to do. So I want to do it to them first. I don't want them to do what I want to do, because then that goes against me. Unfortunately for this guy, I'm pretty accurate with Deku, Strike Deku anyway. When I have a target in mind, when I'm really trying to hound someone, chase them down, so I managed to get him out there. Again, another game from last season. I'm so annoyed that my laptop conked out. Otherwise, I could have gotten these games to you last season, but it is what it is. But I don't like to waste good games, especially because you know this game is essentially the same game every season. We know what this game looks like. It's not as if a new map has come out. This is essentially the same game, just with some character changes. So it's not too bad. I'm actually so surprised that that didn't hook onto Denki. Like, I know I wasn't close enough. That's not what I'm saying. I know the hitbox was too far away. I know that. But I'm surprised that my aiming didn't let me get closer to him. That's what I'm surprised about. You should, for a second there I was thinking, imagine if Deku could special action pick up his enemies to take them away from their teammates so he could finish them off more safely. Because when I ran into that corner there with the Denki, like a part of my brain just from what, obviously I'm not playing it right now, but from watching it, I was like, press triangle and carry him away and then fuck him up somewhere else, right? Look at this guy. You thought you're safe in there. That wall of fire is not solid, mate. I can walk through it. I can walk through it. Even if it's gonna mess up my outfit a little bit, I can walk through it, buddy. That's the funniest thing to me about... Again, I don't really care too much about, like, MHA realism in this game, which is why whenever people say, oh, it's not like in the show, or she can't do that in the show, she shouldn't be able to do that in the game, I'm like, you're just talking bullshit, because there's so many things in this game that don't make canonical sense. But yeah, like, one of them is, obviously, you know, Darby's circle of fire can stop, like, huge metal cannonballs from being fired through it at intense velocity. A huge metal cannonball cannot bypass Darby's ring of fire. Evaporates on impact. But any character can just walk through that ring of fire. I'll tell you, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. That's what I said. Whenever these people, they try to like justify things for their characters in the game by saying, oh, it fits to the show, or the opposite, that character shouldn't have X because it doesn't fit to the show. It's like, shut the hell up, man. Don't be a picky and choosy guy. This is a game, you know it's a game, and you know if someone really wanted to point out all of the things that don't make sense in this game, your like, you know, instance of bringing that logic up would get absolutely figure 4 leg locked. No chance. Absolutely no chance. It's like, you know, a huge metal cannibal can't go through Darby's ring of fire, but Ibarra's hair can. Okay. But players can just walk right through it. Okay. You know, it's like, come on, dude. What are we talking about here? Oh, the way I caught that slide in Shoto. He was like, don't mind me, buddy. I'm just on my way. I'm like, stop in the name of the law. Him with that Skyrim. Stop right there. Or was that Oblivion? Stop right there. I can't remember. Maybe both. I mean, that is a very Elder Scrolls thing, isn't it? Oi, oi, oi. This game is actually more demonic than what I remembered it to be. Shinzori. He was just on the cusp of that shockwave. I'm saying it's not often that you down people with that gamma, but when you do, it just feels like specifically disrespectful. It feels as if you're making some kind of statement to them as you do it. That's interesting. Oropi-chan. Oh, she was the only one holding it out for her team as well. That Endeavor was like, I just want to go, man. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. Oh my gosh. Like, whoa! You know those All Mights when they turn up in the nick of time and you just so happen to be in the wrong spot to be hit by a beta. I hate that. I hate that with a passion. Oh, I love the way he says that. Let me hear that again. This is why sub is the best. Look at that. Konnamon kayo! In the dub probably would have been something like, I'll never forgive you! something stupid like, I don't know how you guys do dub. Whenever I see another content creator on YouTube or like Twitch and they're playing in English, I'm like, ugh. Like, what's wrong with you? No collaboration with you, ever. Oh, so you're a stupid player. I'm joking. That's too much, I'm just kidding, I'm exaggerating. But I never do like it. I won't lie to you, I always do think less of the creators who play in dub. I'm like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? It's nowhere near as good. Anyways, GG's. Hopefully you learned some stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed the gameplay. Hopefully you, I don't know, whatever it is you keep coming back here for, hopefully you attained that. Don't forget to subscribe. I hate that emote from Siminos. See you next time.